And we are back with another episode of Farm Sim 25 Builds. Today we have a special one. It is a brand new mod day. We got our brand new big modern house by Ikas. That's I-K-A-S. He makes some of the most beautiful mods, so we're going to showcase a few of them in this build just because I'm so excited for this house, guys. So this is on all platforms and it came out today. And this is also Ikas's modern car garage. Really nice garage. All of his mods are just absolutely beautiful. He's got amazing details. He's the king of placeables, guys. So let's use them. Today we also got the Lapacho decoration pack, which gives us a pool on console. Guys, this is a huge day. We got a pool, we got a brand new 2-story house with a big garage that'll fit a lift, and the Silverado in it. What more could we ask for, right? So we're gonna kind of place things and make all of these work together. So in doing that, keep in mind there are driveways on every plot of settlers. You do want to keep that in mind. It sucks to drive over those curbs, guys. You can do this build on any map as well, guys. We are using the map of settlers. Just because it's got the neighborhood and it was a quick, easy, nice, flat plot to build on. I will be building a luxury farm slash ranch with this house garage combo and probably even the pool at this point. I mean, why not? So keep an eye out for that, but for now we are just going to build in the neighborhood. Alright guys, so we're just going to quickly touch up this grass here. Not much exciting going on yet, but we do have some big plans for this. I want to make this backyard look like an oasis. You know, really luxury, nice, them city vibes. So we're just going to touch that grass up. Can be a pain sometimes, just go slow with it, don't get it on the roads. If you get it somewhere you don't want it, press X or square on your controller, depending what console you're on, and that will fix that issue, so keep that in mind. Now, with this pool here, and it being in a neighborhood, we need a privacy fence. This one here, it's not bad. It's not my favorite, but it works. If you guys want the mod names, just pause the video in the bottom left-hand corner in the green text there on the video. That is the mod name. I do use a few flower pots in this video from the Highland Fishing expansion. So keep that in mind. If it does say Highland Fishing, it is going to cost you real money for that. Now, it was a little tricky to figure out how to do the fence in between this area here with that little parking cover area spot. So we just kind of decided to throw a privacy fence up just to kind of block it off. I mean, I'm not too worried about people coming and stealing my stuff. This is a nice neighborhood. So we're just going to throw a privacy fence up just to kind of hide you a little bit better if you are in that pool. Let's start cluttering it up though, guys. Clutter it up. Let's throw a few things down, see what we can find here. I don't know, I never use these statues, but it kind of felt fitting over there. Fancy, right? So this is that flower pot I was talking about. This is from the Highland Fishing expansion, so you won't be able to get this if you don't have that expansion. Otherwise, there are some other great options. I just really like the red and the garden bed that it comes in. So I tend to use this one now that it is an option. Scrolling through, we just got to look for some more clutter, guys. We're going to make a little grilling spot right here. I think that'd be nice, you know, you go and sit by the pool, throw some burgers on the grill and hang out. We're also going to make a little walk path here. Now, it's weird, that red brick, I wish that we could change the color of it around the pool, but you can't. So we're just going to make do with it, and I think in the end, you're going to be pretty impressed with what we do. I think that we tied it all together very, very, very nice. Now, we need garbage cans. Always put your garbage cans. We're going to throw those off to the side there. And just continue scrolling through. Don't look past anything. Check it all out. Feel it out. See what you like, what you hate, you know. Place it. If you don't like it, you can always delete it. We'll throw a trampoline over there. Gazebo back here. That's pretty nice. I do like that. We'll throw a little covered seating area right here. And let's throw a couple flower pots on the corners there. This is all just random, guys. We just scroll through, see something that looks okay, and we just place it. It's all random. I I have slight ideas when I go into these builds, but really I don't reference anything. I kind of just start building. It's all going to start taking shape as you're going, and I think that you'll find that even when you don't have an idea, if you just start placing things, it'll work out almost every single time. But always wait to do trees until last. Now, I am going to end up opening these garages. We're going to put some stuff in the garages. I'm thinking like a little man cave area and some parking with a lift. So we're going to do that. So let's get our lift here. Make sure you don't use the tall one. The tall one is going to be too big, and you're not going to get a pickup on this lift, guys, but I'm thinking for our daily drivers, you know, the car, the muscle car, things like that. It won't fit in this 3-car garage over here, so we can't do that. This bench that I'm placing on the ground is part of the movable bench pack. This is a really nice pack, guys. You can lift these benches up, and if you take them to a workbench, like these pallet racks here, or the storage shelving, if you take them to a workbench, you can actually customize what you see on them, and you can take everything off if you want. Kind of a neat little thing. Not a lot of people know about that, so I do like that feature. Now we're just going to try and clutter up this garage a little bit, see what we can find. Now, like I said, I kind of want to put a TV and like sitting area in the garage, you know, hanging out, man cave, right? We're not building an underground one, we might as well build an above ground one. So we'll throw a couple chairs down with that TV. This is just part of them decoration packs. Just download every decoration pack. I know I sound like a broken record with that. I say it on every stream, every video, but it's so important. Everyone always says, where'd you get the TV? Where'd you get the chair? It's decoration pack, guys. Just type decoration, deco, anything like that. And download them all. It's so important in my opinion if you really want to get into building like this. So we'll throw some chairs down here. I got this idea from a buddy. He did this in one of our shared servers, and I just absolutely loved that, how he took up a whole garage space just for some parking there. Thought that it looked so cool. I would normally use like a ATV or a quad, but he just did it like that, and I'm stealing the idea from him because I love it. So thank you, Hunter. Now we're gonna throw a nice little pad down. That's part of the dairy decoration or dairy placeable, something like that. Pause the video, guys, like I said, for them real names. And then we're gonna try and throw some bushes around. I don't know, we'll see what we can get. Bushes can be kind of tricky sometimes, but they do always look nice when you throw some real bushes down. But when you're doing that, you end up needing to repaint some of that grass. Now right here, this area is kind of goofy, so we're gonna build a flower bed. Now I didn't know how this was gonna work, so this was my first attempt, so bear with me here. It ends up looking really good, how we end up doing it. So we're gonna kind of outline this area here with the hedges. I was really struggling though, because I didn't like that gap by the flower pot, so we kind of have to work around it. I went and deleted those flower pots there, but those quarter ones just really mess with me. So what we end up doing is actually just building a square. Now I know that it's kind of weird because it's not the full size, right? So it looks a little goofy, but once again, bear with me. This ends up looking really good, especially from like the master bedroom balcony. Looks amazing. So we're just gonna finish that up there. Now we gotta put a little rock bed down. I'm just gonna use gravel, not a big deal. I mean, you can use anything that you want here. You could use the cobblestone if you want, it don't really matter. Rock, that would work as well. I like the gravel option. I just think it adds like a nice little texture behind. And then I also want the gravel around those stepping stones. So I kind of throw the gravel down there, touch up that grass, go back, fix that again. It's a lot of back and forth, you know the vibes. Now we need to put something in here. Now this is part of the plant decoration pack. I didn't really know how this was gonna look, but we decided to do 3 different ones. We just randomly picked 3. This was all at random, first shot, no reshots, no pre-shots, nothing like that, guys. That was first try, random. I'm happy with it. Throw a bush down right there. Throw another bush over here maybe, I don't know, cover that gazebo just a hair. And then I want some small bushes in this front spot. So We kind of look through, it's kind of a pain, but those small ones work good enough. We'll slap a few of those down there. I couldn't quite get it lined up perfectly, but that's okay. No one's ever gonna notice besides you and me, so please don't tell. All right, we're gonna run through here, finish up that gravel, and check on if we can fit anything else. It didn't really work, but it just looks empty now, right? So we're gonna have to figure that out as well, but we'll get to it. I think we'll maybe edge it with some hedge. Now, if you guys are new here, don't forget to drop a like, drop a subscription as well. That helps out the channel. We are just about monetized, guys. We are so close, and it hasn't even been a full 2 months yet. So I really appreciate the support and all of that. It's been so much fun. If you haven't already, check out my TikTok, check out my live streams, things like that. I go live almost every single day, besides the weekends. Sometimes I'll do weekends, but mostly just weekdays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Alright, we're just going to throw those hedges down here. We're just using low hedges on these, and I know it doesn't line up perfect, but I don't hate how it looks. So we're just going to kind of throw that there, finish it up, boom, boom, boom. Looks good to me, right? Now this still looks crazy because we don't have trees down yet. So it's still going to look a little wild yet. Once we get the trees in there though, wow, it is going to change this entirely and make it look so good out here. We're also going to throw these down. I really like using these, and somehow Icus with his houses, he always just makes it so they work with them. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen my other builds, like with the small barn dominium by Icus. You can actually line those up with the pillars on the patio, which is really cool, front and rear, and it adds a nice green touch to the house. And you can actually line them up here on the garage as well, which is so cool. So we throw that down just to add a little bit more greenery in the backyard here, kind of tie that whole oasis vibe together, you know. We're gonna throw another bush up front in the front yard as well though. We need something a little thicker. There we go, that looks nice. Now I'm not gonna do front fence. You don't need front fence. We are gonna throw a little hedge around our front walkway though. I mean, it's not much. It just kind of adds a little, you know, cutting point to the yard and the path. Lastly, we are gonna throw tool benches and a pressure washer. I just like the tool bench so I can go and fix my vehicles, change my vehicles, things like that. And then that pressure washer is nice because it's out of the way and it works anywhere. It washes anything, cleans anything. Now keep in mind, you can change the size of trees by pressing left and right on the D-pad. So that is really nice. We are gonna change a few of the trees around here and just kind of start placing them. Now there's, once again, no rhyme or reason how I do this, guys. We just start placing. I do like these ones though. I wish they had like those, you know, those cone pointy trees. Love those trees. I wish I had those on console. I think they had them in FS22. They don't have them in 25 though. That's the closest I have been able to find, but it does look good. I do like how low this tree hangs. I just think that adds like a really nice element. It kind of goes into the trampoline, but it's not too bad. So we're just gonna ignore that fact. And it's not like I can jump on it anyway. Throw a few more of these down here. Wow, this is starting to look good, guys. All right, and there we go. And we'll maybe throw one low guy right there, just to enclose it that much more. Look at how this turned out. Last small detail. If you guys noticed what it is, pause the video right now and drop a comment on what I missed. If you guessed mailbox, you're right. Wow. Okay. So, alright guys, that's about it though. Look at how good that this turned out. This is a beautiful home. Beautiful garage, beautiful pool, nice backyard. Like, I would happily live here and throw my Thanksgivings and my parties here. It'd be so much fun. And the house, the inside is just gorgeous, but look at this view now. Thank you.